1906, Long Island. The families of New York's elite are enjoying their tranquil summer estates. Miles away from the filth and noise of the city, they indulge in carefree activities, attended to by a staff of servants, drivers, and cooks. But soon, the summer calm is shattered when 7 different estates report an outbreak of deadly typhoid fever.
Typhoid fever was a disease that was brought about because of impure water.
The illness causes fever, delirium, and abdominal pain, and if left untreated, is fatal. Commonly found in poorer neighborhoods, typhoid is almost unheard of in the upper class.
Wealthier communities either had pure water, or they had sanitation, or they had less crowding.
This outbreak so far has infected 26 individuals and resulted in 3 deaths. And one man is determined to uncover the source. Dr. George Soper is an epidemiologist working for the city's Department of Sanitation. He immediately begins to scrutinize the affected estates.
Was it the water supply in the house? Was it the well? Where was it coming from?
A test of the afflicted family's water supply reveals it to be clean, so Soper broadens his search.
It was not unnatural for him to look among the poorest in that household, which were the servants.
Upon speaking to the staff of the affected homes, he discovers one common denominator, a cook named Mary Mallon.
Mary was the one person who's in these different households, all of whom had these outbreaks.
Soper discovers that Mary is a healthy 37-year-old Irish immigrant known for her strong will. But when he goes to confront the cook, she's nowhere to be found.
From Soper's point of view, that probably looked very suspicious.
How is this seemingly healthy woman leaving a trail of disease and death? And can she be stopped? After months of searching for Mary Mallon, Soper receives a call about a new case.
Another outbreak of typhoid in a wealthy family, which again was pretty rare, occurred on Park Avenue.
The doctor rushes to the scene, where he discovers none other than Mary Mallon.
He goes and confronts Mary. He's accusing her of having poisoned people, of having killed children, of having diseased entire families. And she does not react well to that.
The indignant Mary rebuffs Soper, but the doctor persists.
He comes back with a police force.
Mary is arrested and forced to submit to testing. The results, now held in the New York County Clerk's archives, reveal that she is indeed infected with typhoid. But how could this woman, who appears to be the picture of health, be so highly contagious?
She'd never felt sick a day in her life.
Dr. Soper develops a theory that the sick are not the only ones who can pass on disease. He posits that certain individuals can be infected and highly contagious, but otherwise unaffected by the illness. An asymptomatic carrier.
He was discovering a whole new way in which disease was transmitted through human beings who were carrying bacteria that they didn't even know about.
Dr. Soper is determined to protect the public and prevent Mary from spreading typhoid once again.
He basically puts her in prison.
An outraged Mary is isolated on New York City's North Brother Island Hospital. The story hits the press and quickly spreads.
She gains the moniker, the name Typhoid Mary. She loses her identity. She's now a symbol of the dangers of immigration. It was unbelievable to her that in a free society that this could happen.
For 3 long years, Mary fights for her freedom. And finally, with typhoid fever cases waning and public hysteria at bay, she is released.
What they did is they released her, and they demanded of her that she never again cook.
Mary agrees, changes her name, and fades back into city life. But 5 years later, George Soper receives a disturbing call.
There's another outbreak of typhoid.
The doctor is quickly on the scene, and there, in the kitchen, he finds the one and only Mary Mallon.
She went back into the kitchen, and that was her undoing.
Mary is returned to isolation on North Brother Island. There, she spends the rest of her life.
It's a tragic story.
Mary Mallon is accused of infecting at least 50 people with typhoid. 3 of these cases result in death. In the wake of the case, Soper publishes his revolutionary findings, fundamentally transforming medicine's understanding of how disease is spread. And today, these test results, tucked away in the county clerk's archives, reminds us of the truth behind the legend of Typhoid Mary and the medical discoveries that resulted from one of America's most infamous epidemics.